Nobody can explain why a waterfall in Antarctica bleeds like a fresh wound in the middle of endless white ice. For more than 100 years, scientists have walked across this frozen desert trying to understand what hides inside the blood-red water. The first explorers who saw it thought they had discovered the entrance to something evil buried under the ice. Imagine standing in complete silence while thick red water slowly crawls out from a glacier older than human civilization itself. Antarctica is supposed to be the cleanest and purest place on Earth. But this place looks like the planet itself is bleeding. And the strangest part is this waterfall never completely freezes, even when temperatures become deadly enough to kill a human in minutes. Deep below the glacier, scientists discovered a hidden lake trapped in darkness for millions of years. No sunlight reaches this underground water. Yet strange microscopic life still survives there without air or heat. Some researchers quietly admitted that the organisms inside the lake behave unlike anything normally found on Earth. But what terrified the expedition most was the discovery of enormous tunnels stretching deeper under the ice, where no human had ever gone before. If you love this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification button for more. Near the terrifying Shackleton Glacier in Antarctica, pilots refused to fly twice after seeing what moves under the ice at night. The mystery started when a research plane flying above Shackleton Glacier suddenly vanished from every radar system in Antarctica. For nearly 10 minutes, nobody could contact the crew while the plane drifted above the endless frozen wasteland. When the aircraft finally returned, the crew looked pale and refused to describe what they had seen below the ice. One frightened crew member secretly admitted that a giant dark shape moved beneath the glacier during the flight. Scientists first blamed unusual ice reflections, but the next expedition discovered something impossible hidden underground. Radar equipment revealed massive geometric shapes buried deep beneath the ancient Antarctic ice. The structures looked too perfectly shaped to be natural and far too large to belong to any known civilization. Some researchers quietly feared they had discovered ruins buried under the ice long before recorded human history began. But everything changed when strange radio signals suddenly started coming from deep below Shackleton Glacier itself. Hidden deep inside Queen Maud Land, scientists are studying one of the most extreme and least explored regions of Antarctica. This vast, icy landscape contains mountain ranges buried under kilometers of ice, revealed only through satellite radar imaging. Researchers have discovered that parts of East Antarctica show unusual magnetic variations that are still not fully understood. These anomalies are measured using satellite and ground-based instruments to map the Earth's magnetic field beneath the ice. Queen Maud Land also exposes some of the oldest rocks on the Antarctic continent, offering clues to Earth's early history. Geological surveys show that these formations were once part of the ancient supercontinent Gondwana millions of years ago. Ice-penetrating radar has revealed hidden valleys and mountain structures completely buried beneath the Antarctic ice sheet. Scientists use deep ice core drilling to extract samples that preserve climate data going back hundreds of thousands of years. These ice cores contain trapped air bubbles that allow researchers to study ancient atmospheric conditions. Together, these discoveries help scientists reconstruct how Antarctica has changed over millions of years. Near the coast of Antarctica, Scientists discovered a massive crack spreading across the surface of the Larsen ice shelf. The fracture continued growing for months until an iceberg larger than some countries finally broke away into the ocean. Researchers closely monitored the event because it revealed how quickly parts of Antarctica are changing. In another region of Antarctica, scientists found an active volcano hidden beneath thick layers of ice. The volcano is part of a larger system of hidden mountains buried beneath the Antarctic ice sheet. Scientists believe heat from these underground volcanic systems may affect how glaciers move above them. Antarctica is also home to powerful katabatic winds that can reach speeds strong enough to knock people to the ground. Some regions become so cold and dry that almost no bacteria or plants can survive there. Deep beneath the ice, scientists have also discovered rivers and lakes completely hidden from the surface world. Every new expedition into Antarctica continues to reveal discoveries hidden under the ice for millions of years. Scientists working near Mount Erebus discovered strange ice towers rising from the frozen volcanic ground of Antarctica. These icy structures release warm steam and gases from deep below the surface, even during the coldest months of the year. Inside some of the ice caves, researchers found tiny living organisms surviving in complete darkness and extreme cold. Mount Erebus is the southernmost active volcano on Earth and has been erupting continuously for decades. Unlike most volcanoes, Mount Erebus contains a rare lava lake that constantly bubbles deep inside its crater. Scientists believe the volcano helps researchers understand how life might survive on icy planets and moons in space. Not far from the volcano, satellites detected fast-moving glaciers slowly breaking apart into the Southern Ocean. Some Antarctic glaciers now move faster than ever recorded because warmer ocean water melts them from below. Researchers studying the Thwaites Glacier warn that its collapse could significantly raise global sea levels in the future. Even today, Antarctica remains one of the least explored places on Earth, with new discoveries still waiting beneath the ice. In Antarctica's McMurdo Dry Valleys, scientists found one of the strangest deserts on Earth, completely surrounded by ice. Almost no rain or snowfall reaches this region, making parts of the valley millions of years old. Some scientists compare the dry valleys to conditions found on the surface of Mars. In certain lakes inside the valleys, the water is so salty that it never fully freezes. One lake called Don Juan Pond contains some of the saltiest natural water ever discovered on Earth. Scientists study these lakes to understand how life survives in extreme environments. Researchers also discovered ancient microorganisms trapped deep inside Antarctic ice for thousands of years. Some microbes remain dormant, but became active again after scientists carefully warmed the samples. These discoveries help scientists understand how life may survive beneath frozen worlds in space. Even in the harshest parts of Antarctica, scientists continue finding evidence that life can survive in impossible conditions.
Far beneath the Antarctic ice, scientists discovered an enormous canyon system hidden for millions of years. Some of these frozen canyons are deeper than the Grand Canyon and stretch for hundreds of kilometers. Researchers uncovered hidden landscape using radar technology capable of scanning through thick Antarctic ice. The buried valleys formed long before Antarctica became completely covered by glaciers. Scientists believe ancient rivers once flowed through these regions when Antarctica had a much warmer climate. Fossils discovered near Antarctica's mountains show that forests and prehistoric plants once existed there. Researchers even found evidence of dinosaurs once walked across part of Antarctica millions of years ago. During Antarctic summer, certain coastal areas briefly became active with moss, algae, and microbial life. Large emperor penguin colonies survive in some of the harshest weather conditions anywhere on Earth. Although scientists have explored Antarctica for decades, they still believe the frozen continent hides countless secrets.
In the middle of the frozen Weddell Sea, scientists discovered a gigantic hole opening in the Antarctic sea ice, where no hole should exist. This strange opening is called the Weddell Sea Polynya, and it can grow large enough to be seen from space. Scientists first observed the mysterious Polynya during the 1970s before it suddenly disappeared for decades. Then, many years later, the enormous hole unexpectedly opened again in nearly the same region. Researchers discovered that warm ocean water rising from deep below helps melt the sea ice from underneath. Powerful Antarctic storms also play an important role by pushing sea ice away from the opening. Scientists believe the polynya affects how heat and carbon move between the ocean and the atmosphere. The opening also allows marine life to survive in areas normally sealed beneath thick Antarctic ice. Some experts warn that changes in the Weddell Sea Polynya could influence global climate systems in the future. Even today, the sudden appearance of the Weddell Sea Polynya remains one of Antarctica's most unusual natural mysteries.